Using PBR Painter to paint bump maps can add some impressive detail to models. Rivets, bolts, hinges, etc. are easy to add. Here we have a trunk to which PBR Painter was used to add the hinges. The hinge was downloaded from Textures.com's 3D Ornaments and is an alpha mask. That is, it is not just a black and white mask. It also has shades of gray. Black will result in no height or bump, while white will give maximum bump. The shades of gray form a gradient of height in between. In this tutorial, we're going to use the alpha masks to detail the ends of the metal bands on a whiskey barrel. The ends usually overlap and are held together by rivets. A textured model is available here, so you can follow along with this tutorial. Open the barrel model in Blender and switch to the PBR Painter workspace. In order to be able to view and position the end mask on the mesh, we will first add the mask as a fill layer. In the 3D Editor window, switch to Object Mode. In the Outliner window, select the band's mesh. In the Properties window, select the Layer icon to add a layer. Name the layer End Mask. Select Filled and select OK. Select Color. Change the type from Constant to Texture. Select the Import folder icon and locate and import the end mask. I have created the mask in GIMP and made a copy available here. Select Refresh Material. You cannot see the mask on the mesh because it is too big. Scroll down and expand the texture mapping chevron. Set the scale to x equals 23 and y equals 23. Set the y location to 0.26 and set the rotation to -90 degrees. This should position the mask so that it is just as wide as the bands and is centered on the band above the label, which is where we will add our first end. Now we're ready to add our paint layer. Scroll up and add a new layer. Name the layer End 1. Select Painted, set the resolution to 2K, and select OK. In the 3D Editor Properties panel, expand the Layers Masks chevron. Select the Add Mask icon and add an image texture mask. Scroll down and select the Import folder icon. Import the end mask. Scroll down and expand the mapping chevron. Set the scale, Y location, and rotation to the previously entered values. Scale X equals 23 and Y equals 23. Y location 0.26 and rotation minus 90 degrees. Zoom in on the end to be painted. I think it can be centered on the band a bit better. Select the end mask layer and scroll down. Change the Y location to 0.275. Scroll up and select the end 1 layer. Select the image texture mask. Scroll down and change the Y location to 0.275. In the Properties window, select Normal. Select the Layer Bump to toggle on layer bumping. Select Refresh Material. In the 3D Editor's Properties panel, select the Painted Layer Mask. Paint on an end above the label. Reduce the layer bump strength to about 0.3. Hide the end mask layer. Select the Refresh Material. The color is somewhat brown because that is the color I had set for stenciling on the premium barrel-aged whiskey label. So let's change it. Select Color and select the color swatch. Use the color picker to select an adjacent color. Paint the color onto the band end. Don't forget to save your painting. In order to add more ends, we need to add more layers and reposition the end mask. Select the end 1 layer. Select the duplicate icon and duplicate the layer. Name the layer End 2. Select Refresh Material. Hide the End 1 layer. With the End 2 layer selected, select Erase Alpha and erase the band end. Unhide and select the End Mask layer. Select Refresh Material. Scroll down and reposition the mask. I have centered the mask on the top band by entering Y location equals 0.375. Scroll up and select the N2 layer. Select the Image Texture Mask. Scroll down and change the Y location to 0.375. Zoom in on the end to be painted. In the Properties window, select Normal. Select the painted layer mask. Select Paint and paint the end. Hide the end mask layer and select Refresh Material. The layer bump strength and the color will be as previously set. Zoom out and unhide the N1 layer. Remember to save your painting. Now repeat the process to add the third and the fourth ends. I've positioned all of the ends so that they are visible from the front of the barrel, but you can put them where you like. We are now ready to add the rivets. In the Properties window, select the Add Layer icon to add a layer. Name the layer Rivet Mask. Select Filled and select OK. Select Color and change the type from Constant to Texture. Select the Import Folder icon and locate and import the Rivet Mask. I'm using 9949-V7 from FilterForge. Select Refresh Material. Scroll down and under Texture Mapping, set the scale to X equals 60 and Y equals 60. Zoom in on N1 and position the mask to paint two rivets in line with the right side of the end. I've used X location equals 0.06 and Y location equals 0.5. Scroll up and select the Add New Layer icon. Name the layer Rivet 1. Select Painted and set the resolution to 2K and select OK. In the 3D Editor's Properties panel, select the Add Mask icon and add an image texture mask. Scroll down and select the Import Folder icon. Import the 9949/V7 mask. Scroll down and under Mapping, set the scale and the X and Y location to the previously entered values. That is, scale to X equals 60 and Y equals 60. X location 0.06 and Y location 0.5. In the Properties window, select Normal. Select Layer Bump. Then select Refresh Material. Select Painted Layer Mask and paint the rivets. Hide the Rivet Mask layer. And select Refresh Material. You can adjust the color as we did previously for the band ends, but it should still be set to the color of the bands. Don't forget to save your painting. Add rivets to the other band ends. Look for places where painting may have occurred other than where you want the painted band ends and rivets to be, and erase it. This can happen when using multiple locations for masks, but can be cleaned up easily. Don't forget to save your painting when you make changes. Using PBR Painter to add bump map painting can enhance any number of details without adding more geometry to your model.